Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to One Night in Karazhan. Let's continue. So I've been a bad promoter of myself. I've been saying we're going to do this final boss in this recording and then we'll do the class challenges. But I forgot to mention that once we've done all of that, we'll have all the cards. And I will be in a slightly slower amount of time because it will take me longer and I'll make longer episodes. I am going to be remaking every single one of my decks, so that is 18 decks, one for each character class in standard and one for each character class in wild play with the new cards. It's time for a complete rebuild of my things. So
we've done it. Open the portal and let's get this party started.
I wonder if this is going to be super easy too. Even if this was really hard, all the other battles have been so easy up to this point, it doesn't even matter. I couldn't recommend actually getting this just for one really good battle. But you are getting cards, and that's kind of what we're at. We're going to get 2 legendary cards and 1 regular card for that, and we're going to get these cards too. So we're going to get about 5 cards for doing this. So this Paladin Wild deck with all the Murlocs will get some rethinking. I probably won't do too much changing, but we'll see if there's any new cards that might work with it, or if there's something more interesting to do. At the very least, I'm going to rethink every deck.
This is it.
Nazra will rule this puny world!
Oops, wrong portal. Fight the orc so I can try again.
So
Luther versus Nazra!
Power before the horde!
I will fight with honor.
I wonder if I'm going to end up fighting 2 or 3 bosses here. That would be interesting. We've never done that in Hearthstone before. Not that I can think of. Yeah, with 15 health, it's almost guaranteed we're going to do that.
Sorry. Take care of this one, and I'm sure I can find the right controls.
So, they have a 2-mana hero ability, the Horde, summon a 3/2 orc. Warcraft, the original DOS-based Warcraft game, was all about humans versus orcs, and so it's kind of a refreshing flashback here. I wish I could play a remaster of those games, which I think maybe they're starting to think about doing that.
What you want?
But nothing to confirm yet. I'd really like to play the original Warcraft games more than the World of Warcraft. What would you call it? In the mode. Yeah. I'm just gonna end my turn because I don't want to kill this guy. If this guy decides to kill me, that's fine. But let's go and greet this guy before we lose him.
Well met.
Nazra will crush you!
Now, if I say something different, he'll say the same thing, I'm sure.
Well played.
Nazra will crush you!
There we go. So here goes 9 of his health. But I imagine he'll just open another portal. We'll have to take out at least 1 more guy.
Force the orc back so we may open another portal.
This 2-mana 3/2 is better than the 2-mana for a 1/1, so I'll take that. It's also worth it to protect this character, so we'll kill this one. And then this. I guess I could have just killed him and seen what happens to his orc guy. That would be interesting. Let's hope he summons something so I can not kill that thing, and then defeat him and see what happens to his minions. Let's see. Let's see what happens when we do 1 damage here.
Excellent. Now, let's see if this one works.
Summon back to Karazhan. Just in time for the party.
Ah, a guest. Please take care of the demon, would you? I have a party to host. Here, borrow my staff. It controls the portals. Just don't scratch it.
So that ended my turn. And he immediately played an 8-mana thing, which is a little unfair because I'm at 6 manas. After you cast a spell, summon a random minion of that cost, lose 1 durability. I don't have any spells to cast. So we'll do this. And armor up. And this. And end the turn.
I hear the music, the Midivhs, the party. Tonight is my night.
So we didn't get an announcement of who this guy is. 6/6 lead.
You are not the boss of me.
So this is the guy we defeated in the preview, and it's gonna prove a little bit different. His name is Prince Malchazar. Let's go ahead and greet him, see if he says something different.
Well met, simple fools. Well played, simple fools.
So he says the same thing each time. All right. So I desperately should be playing as a mage for this battle, and if I do have to build a deck, I would probably play as a mage.
Face not Malchazar alone, but the legions I command.
So Malchazar is how it's pronounced. Sadly, at this point, I think I've lost. I don't think I can win past this 5. So, what I'm suspecting is the issue here is I spent too much of my capital, too many of my characters in that first battle, and if I'd just taken it slowly, waited till the 10th turn or later, doing just like 1 or 2 damage to him with 1 or 2 characters on the field, that would work a lot better. And then I can have a whole hand ready to play after he kills everything, and then come out strong for the second battle. So we'll try that again. Still not a great reason quite yet to take on and play as a mage.
I will fight with honor.
So I like this starting spot, but I'm just gonna play this guy. That's kind of it. I'm gonna try and play 1 or 2 Murlocs, and that's it.
Sorry. Take care of this one, and I'm sure I can find the right controls.
So he plays a coin to do 1 damage.
What you want?
Reporting for duty.
So playing as Paladin gives me some free recruits by default.
For Blackhand.
Maybe I should not even try and protect myself too much.
Reporting for duty.
I kind of need to hurry though. So I'll throw this guy out and take this ability.
To battle!
Force the orc back so we may open another portal.
To battle! For
So I'm
justice!
just building up my hand with this first battle. He could potentially do 7 damage.
Silvermoon shall not fall.
Interesting. Could save myself 3 health.
To battle!
I want to keep these guys on the
battle!
field, so I'm just
For
going to do
justice!
this. In my turn. So I'm getting dangerously close to dying.
To battle!
So I'll play a couple
battle!
more of these.
For justice!
Huh. So many portals. I wonder what is in this one. Oh, that's the tentacle world. We definitely don't want that.
Back to work!
So there was a whole joke there that you would only see if you took enough time to look for it. This is not good. This is not good at all. I was really set up there. Let's try that again. I really do wanna see if I can get every single battle done with the Murloc thing without changing my deck at all. I'll have to put some more characters on the field there. I can't just sit back and relax, and I shouldn't have changed my ability to summon a 1/1
Power
character.
before the horde! I will fight with honor.
So we'll take this one and get rid of these 2. If I could get to the 4th turn, that would be alright.
Sorry. Take care of this one, and I'm sure I can find the right controls.
What was his
Well
greetings?
met! Nazra will crush you!
That was his greetings, okay.
Job's done. Back to work! Reporting for duty.
I want to be careful here not to play the wrong ones. But I also don't want to die. Very interesting choice you made there.
Force the orc back so we may open another portal.
It's almost like he's helping me out.
What does the future hold?
Yeah, he's not playing well at all. Alright, how about this?
Reporting for duty.
This. And that.
Job's done. Medic!
This one, this one. Yeah, I don't want to lose anybody else, so I'm just gonna end the turn here.
Huh. So many portals. I wonder what is in this one.
I have enough life.
Oh, that's the tentacle world. We definitely don't want that.
Handle it! For Black Hand!
He could do 11 damage right here. And he did. And see, now we're in this dangerous position where I have to get this right, so... This gets me to 3, and then this gets me to 4. And I'll save everything else and win. So it leaves me 19 health now to win against this guy's 30.
Just in time for the party.
Here, borrow my staff. It controls the portals. Just don't scratch it.
Out of my way, fool.
I'm at a 7 turn now versus what he was at. This one, this one, this one for free. This one, this one, and that one. And in the turn, how much damage can I do next turn if he can't do something? 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Might as well just hit
For
him.
justice!
I don't have any spells. Just use this staff up.
I hear the music, the Midivhs, the party. Tonight is my night.
All of a sudden, his 6/6 Abysmal is not a big deal. That kind of is. That kind of is. But I think we can still pull this off. Darn it. This 2/3 or this 2/3 has to go. So I'll do this one and then this. 8, 9, 11, 14,
For justice!
15 in the turn. All of a sudden it's 15 to 19.
Face not Malkazar alone, but the legions I command. Surely you did not think you could win.
10 armor?
I will
Oh
enjoy
no,
watching you die.
that's no good.
You are not the boss of me.
That's not a great system I'm in right now. So we have this 5 we've got to take out, which we can, fortunately. And then that leaves me 9 here, plus 13, plus another 3, 16. I could have won if he hadn't gotten that 10 armor. Can he do enough damage to me? He can only do like 12 in the next turn.
For justice!
I'm not leaving anything to chance. So I'm even gonna do that 1 extra damage. There's 3 extra damages. Yeah, if he could do 6 more damage through some spell, that would have won. But I think I may have this because he didn't choose to kill this guy, which is weird because that's exactly what he should have done. Right. I have 6 characters here I need to play very carefully. This, 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 and oh, I guess I don't have to play that carefully after. My fear here was if I did this, I wouldn't be able to play this one, and I thought I may have to play this one, so I get a different hero ability like Shapeshift, so I could then use Shapeshift to come in here
For
and
justice!
do the one less damage.
Not again!
Well done. Come on. It's party time.
So, for the final battle of this entire expansion, still too easy. Really too easy. It took me 3 tries, only because I was being stubborn and wanted to play with the Murloc deck for the entire expansion. Super easy though. We get the 1 mana, 1 attack, 3 health, Malkachar's Imp. I forgot how he pronounced it already. Whenever you discard a card, draw a card. For a demon discard deck, this is probably a really good card. We get a 5 mana spell, the Ironforge Portal, gain 4 armor, summon a random 4-cost minion. It's a very good deal for 5 mana. It's a very kind of overpowered. Yeah. And those are the 2 we get for beating just him. But we also get 3 new cards for beating the whole week. Which de facto is the same thing because you couldn't have even gotten to that guy unless you'd beaten the other 2 guys. So we get the 3 mana, 4 attack, 3 health, Violet Illusionist. I hate when they show it this way because it's a lot smaller than the other way. They have 2 different ways to show you cards. During your turn, your hero is immune. This will work in a demon deck rather nicely. I could see a lot of warlocks playing this because the warlock ability does 2 damage to yourself to draw a card. Effectively, with this guy on the field, you can draw a card without taking any damage. We get the next one, which is a legendary. That's the dragon. It means it's a legendary. 5 mana, 5 attack, 6 health card. Prince Malkachar. I can't pronounce it. I'm not even gonna try. When the game starts, add 5 extra legendary minions to your deck. Now, this card is super overpowered, and there's really no reason why every single person shouldn't play this card in every single deck. Really. This card is so overpowered because it's at the start of your game. You get 5 extra cards and they're legendary cards. That's insane. That means you will never lose to somebody else because you ran out of cards. Almost certainly. Unless the other person also has a Prince Malkachar. So every single, I bet, pro player will have this in their deck and they won't even care about it. They won't have any bigger demon strategy because he's a demon. They won't try to play him because he's a good or at least a decent 5 mana card. They'll only have him in the deck because he gives you 5 extra legendary decks. And 5 legendary decks is amazing. So when I go and do my deck rebuilds, he's probably going in every single deck rebuild. All 18 of them. Just by default. I don't see any reason not to unless I find out that there's something else that it doesn't quite work the way I think it does, which would be very weird. The other issue there is going to be, I use a program, I'm not using it right now, but it tracks what cards are in the deck and how they played. It's called Hearthstone Deck Tracker, and I'm not sure how the Malkachar card is going to affect that. It may make it a little bit off. Finally, we get the 8 mana, 7 attack, 7 health legendary card for Midivh the Guardian. Battlecry, equip Ashcroft great staff of the Guardian. It's really, really hard for me to read this text. I am sitting about 10 feet away from my TV, and my TV's a little too small. So now the class challenges are unlocked. We couldn't have done that. So next recording we'll do the Rogue and the Druid, and then there'll be a small break as I make the next recording, in which I rebuild decks. And I am not certain.
You did it! I can't believe the party started on time. Could you come back next week? It's Midivh's birthday, and I need backup.
And so here's your reward for doing all of these easy things. It seems kind of fitting that you don't get much for the not a lot of effort I put in here. There's this one picture that I don't even think you could get this picture. They don't even put it like a picture of this on your desktop or in some folder somewhere. If they do, they don't tell you. So you just get to look at it once and that's it. Yeah, great reward. So far I can't recommend actually getting One Night in Karazhan, other than the fact that you need that card. You desperately need that Malkajar card. So almost everybody has to do it. Again, we are not going to do the heroic mode, because you have to beat every single boss on heroic mode to get just a card back, and that's it. I will, in the next recording or the recording after that, look at these just to see how much more difficult they are, but we're going a little long here with that battle since it took 3 tries. So I'm going to end here. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps out. If you want to support me further, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right will be a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want to friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.